Hello, gorgeous people, and welcome back to the Combat of Corners. My name's Jackson.
My name's Kobe.
His name's Kobe. And today, we're breaking down another fight night that is a very exciting fight night nonetheless, packed full of names that you will know at home.
There's quite a few names that I'm looking forward to watching in this one.
Yeah.
Not big names, but names that I want to see fight.
Yeah, there's a lot of people on this that will be exciting to watch. However, does it have much star power? No.
Not really. Unfortunately. That Taira, I've been doing a bit of research on him. He looks good though.
Yep. We have probably a little bit of news to unpack. We have some Twitter rants of such that are catching the attention of la media. We have a few whinges in the mix, and we have a Bundaberg ginger beer to review. Australian family owned.
I thought this was New Zealand drink.
No, it's Australian.
It's got a bloody kangaroo on the front.
Yeah, that
if
gives
it was
it away.
New Zealand, it would have a kiwi.
375 mils of goodness.
Nice. Let's get into the show, eh?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Combat Corner.
Well, I kind of, it already kind of came up.
Oh, pop it goes.
But we got the pops.
I got the pop.
I mean, yeah, these are
what?
Interesting bottles to open. I love this Bundaberg so much.
It's great, eh?
This ginger beer. This is the best ginger beer there is.
Of course it is.
On the market.
It's Australian. All the best things come from Australia. Like me. I'm one of those.
All the best things come from Australia. Do you know where Australian people come from originally?
Yes.
English prisons.
Yes.
So all the best things in the world are relatives of English convicts. Let's just leave it at that.
That's right.
No, I agree.
No, and
I agree.
do you know where the
It's
Australian
perfect.
accent comes from?
I don't know, probably the heat or something. Or
No, it was an English accent, but because they were all convicts, they were all like drunk, and there's quite a lot of
I
rum
did hear that. Yeah,
in Australia, and so they just bloody got on with it.
they just
And
Perth. Yeah, and Perth.
Perth.
What about the Kiwi accent then?
um,
How did the Kiwi accent develop?
The New Zealand accent appeared first in towns with mixed populations of immigrants from Australia, England, Ireland, and Scotland. These included the militia towns of the North Island and the gold mining towns of the South.
Crazy. So it's because of a mix of different people living in the same area, just kind of merged
You know
together.
what? How do New Zealanders say six? People say we talk funny. We shorten our vowels
Six.
and are known for saying sex when we say six. Six.
Well, I mean, to a Kiwi or an Aussie, it won't sound like it, obviously, but to like an American or probably not even an English.
I'd say Australians sound more.
Yeah, they're like
six.
six, but like still with New Zealand, it's like six.
How
Does
would an
kinda sound
English
like it.
accent sound like?
Sex would be sex, and six would be six, and then American would be like what? Six.
Six.
I honestly think like the basic American accent is the easiest to understand of like all accents. Like, because English accents are fucking weird. There's so many of them, and they're like, you get some real weird ones.
Yeah.
Kiwi accents, like, seems normal to me, but to another person,
Yeah, watching some of the Dagestani guys try to understand the Scousers in the UFC is so funny.
yeah,
They're just like, they do the Islam Makhachev face, like and just
What you say,
nothing
brother?
goes in.
I have no idea what you say, brother. But I think the Kiwi accent's like pretty normal. The Australian accent's definitely like a more intense. It's like the Kiwi accent, but turned up like 4 notches, you know?
Yeah. Accents.
Accents, guys.
Another thing broken down
There was something else I wanted to look up.
by the genius of Combat Corner.
I can't remember what it is. But
Neither.
anyway, guys.
I can't remember what you wanted to look up either.
Well, that's what you should be trying to figure out, because you know me.
Did you have a good day?
Yeah, it was all right. It was all right. I don't have jiu-jitsu today, which is good. I need a rest. My body's feeling a bit fucked. I'm feeling pretty run down. But today's
What's
my
gonna
rest
be your-
day.
Oh, I thought you have to exercise twice a day.
Yeah, no. But it won't be like a big day.
Mm.
It's more just like I went for a run and then I did leg day.
And
that's-
here.
Yeah. So I'm done with that. I'm all done
I'm
with that.
done with that.
Yeah.
What do you do for leg day with your?
I do squats
With your
wall
barbells?
sits. Yeah, with the dumbbells. I just do high volume. So I'll do like 20 and like 5 sets. And then I'll do wall sits. I've been getting pretty up there with my wall sits.
How do you hold them? Do you
Right, what's
hold them like that?
A goblet squat.
Oh, goblin squat.
Goblet. And then I'll do calf raises. Sometimes some lunges.
How do you do calf raises?
And sometimes some
Flippy
deadlifts
toes.
as well. Yeah, I'd go on the top of my... I get real creative in here, mate. You don't need much to get a good workout in.
Hmm.
High performance hybrid athlete right here. Not just a gym bro. Like, if you guys don't know, you got to watch what's Kai and Fit. That's the birth of the hybrid athlete.
Yeah.
He used to be a gym bro. Now he's a hybrid athlete. But
What makes you a hybrid athlete?
I think it just means you go hard in all facets. You do a lot of cardio. You do a lot of endurance training. You do some weights. You do a bit of this, a bit of that. I think that's all it means.
I thought it must have meant he had some sort of electric /
Yeah, that
internal
was a
combustion
comment that I
engine.
saw today on one of his posts.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Um,
I wanted to hate hybrid athletes. I really did. What a headline.
I think surely like being a hybrid athlete is probably the best thing for like a normal person to be.
It's
You wanna, like-
it's difficult to pin down in a pithy one-liner, but by my own definition, a hybrid athlete is an individual who is committed within the body of a training plan or what does that
Yeah,
say?
exactly. Paradigm.
Paradigm to working across the full range of strength and endurance training with a goal to progressing in all aspects and maximizing recovery
Yeah.
while ...
So it just means someone who's like not just lifting. It's because that's what most people do, I'd say now.
I do
And it's someone
cardio.
who's not like maybe like a football player that wouldn't be a hybrid athlete because they're just trying to focus on cardio and like some and well,
I'm
I suppose they are.
getting back into my cardio.
Yeah, have you been hitting the gym? You've
I
been
did. I
lifting?
went to the gym yesterday.
How have you been going frequently?
No, not this last week, but before that, I was going very frequently. I'll have you know, it's been tricky because living.
Do they not have a gym in Governor's Bay?
No, they don't.
You could just lift a car or something.
I could lift a car quite easily over my head, shoulder press a car, no
He
problem.
weighs a lot.
No, I went to the gym yesterday, and it's crazy how much strength I've lost in like just a week.
Gotta stay consistent.
Yeah. But I will be going again tomorrow. I have a run today.
I got a really good deal on explosive supplements that you might be interested in.
No, I don't need any supplements at the moment.
Well, I just want to show you anyways because it's a very good deal. Oh wait, yeah, it was on.
Explosive Supplements NZ. Shout out to them. Creatine.
There was a real good deal. I'm gonna find it. Oh, there's this one first of all. So you get 2 creatines and 6 bottles of Prime for
Why?
$50 because they obviously can't sell Prime. Like
No
no
one
one
can.
wants to. Yeah, I
It's
think
like
so.
$2.50 now at the warehouse.
Yeah, it countdown is $1
That's crazy.
because they bought way too much of it. Like you can get the one. Oh no, that's different. So you can get 2, but then you can also just get 3 for the same price, and it's like hidden in here somewhere. So I ended up getting 2 of them and a pre-workout because you can like choose.
Right.
Crazy stuff, guys. If you want creatine monohydrate, I'm talking to you, whoever's listening,
Zach,
Zach.
you
If
need
you
to
want
get
some
on the creatine.
creatine, which you should do, it's good for you in many ways. I don't think I'm going to be able to find it on this website, but yeah, nonetheless.
What we should focus on now at this point in the podcast is creating a workout plan for Zach and Jack. You know, just
Do they-
dial in on those two.
I know Jack has talked to me about wanting to get into the arts of the lifting or of the other things.
There we go. And we should just not talk to him about it at all in person.
No,
and just
just
strictly
pretend that it never
discuss it
happened.
on here. Yeah.
I kind of want to talk about the UFC
Why?
because it's been 9 minutes. That's like a record before we get into.
I don't think it is.
Probably, maybe not. We did
talked
talk about trans
stool
people
color
for
a
while.
lot.
That short came up. That's a pretty funny short.
Oh yeah, I got to talk to you about that. My Wi-Fi dropped out real bad last night, and I couldn't download any of the shorts.
Guys, Jackson's a Luddite.
What does that mean?
It just means you're like allergic to technology.
It was really annoying.
No, that's all right. I understand. I'm just trying to find this one. Licorice lovers unite, tackling green stool mystery.
I love licorice to the point where I always eat too much of it. Can they hear this? I get a fright.
I think so, yeah.
Because I take a green shit. And
Does
then
it do that to you?
Yeah.
You can just imagine coming upon this on Reels.
What's wrong with me? And then I remember, oh yeah, I had a whole bag of licorice.
Imagine you just. I hope you guys could hear that, but
I'll post that later.
Imagine you're just scrolling through Reels and you're like, oh, it's a UFC podcast.
Yeah.
Okay. So Alex Perez is fighting Tatsuro Taira. I keep getting his name wrong. He's 15-0. Alex Perez, obviously, everyone knows Alex Perez as being that guy who just steps in, always willing to fight. This is his third fight in like what? This year, probably?
Really? No.
Yeah, this will be his third fight this year.
Oh, this too, sorry.
March, April, and now we're in June. That's
Wow.
crazy. That's a crazy turnaround. And I'm really glad that he got that win in his last fight because, it's big. And this guy's got to start getting some recognition from the UFC, from the fans, because he is a beast. I'm not talking animals.
He's like midway through the top 10 in terms of rankings, isn't he?
We can pull that up, yeah. I think he's like 4 now after beating Nicolau, because I think he took his spot. So just checking up the rankings, guys. Checking into the rankings.
Yeah, he's number 5.
Yeah, so he is ranked at number 5. And Taira obviously sitting pretty at 13. This is my least favorite division in the entire UFC.
Yeah, I think that's the case for a lot of people, especially as of late. It's been pretty
boring.
Pretty boring.
The skill level's high, really high.
Yeah, the skill level is quite high, but there's no one that is like putting themselves out there as one, like one to watch. They're not personable enough.
Everyone's really inconsistent. There's a lot of inconsistencies. And then you just got Pantoja, who's like beaten everyone. But, his fight. Exactly. His fight against Moreno could have gone either way. His fight against Royval could have won that if he did things slightly differently.
And then he got beaten by Steve
Erceg. Pretty convincingly.
It was ranked number 10.
He should be way further up the rankings. But weird stuff, guys. But yeah, this division is the least horny division in the UFC.
Very much so.
It's pretty
not very
stale. Horny at all. This division could use some pussy, and that's why I want Sean O'Malley to drop down to 120. No, I'm just kidding, guys. There are some big matchups coming. Tatsuro Taira, if he can get into the top 5 with a win, he'll probably fight for the belt next. Let's be real.
Who's this guy got on his resume? He's 24 years old.
24, Japanese. They're currently really making a bit of a push into that market. The MMA Guru came out with a video talking about yeah, there we go. So this will be his 6th fight in the UFC. Carlos Hernandez was his last fight, winning by TKO. Young lad, very active fighter. Who's the guy? So they're signing this guy. I'm going to use Manel Cup's Sherdog to get to his Sherdog. This guy. No, not this guy.
No, not that guy.
This guy.
Who else is it?
Was it Sasaki? He was 30 years old. I remember that.
Is he Japanese?
He is. Yeah, he's Japanese. He's a huge star.
It's Risen, a Japanese MMA organization.
Yeah. I think they go around quite a bit of Asia.
Yamamoto?
He had 2 fights with the guy. Is there... Boo, 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 boo. And it was in Risen. Could be him. No, it's not him.
4-7.
Kai Asakura. So why couldn't I see him in here? Oh, there. But yeah, there. Right. Okay. There's the second fight. So yeah, the UFC, funnily enough, just before a Japanese fighter is set to headline a UFC event, signed the biggest star in Japanese MMA, Kai Asakura, who also fights at the 135. Oh, wait, no.
135?
Sorry, I think he fights at 125.
No, it says he fights at
It
bantamweight.
does, but for some they said it was 125 on that video. But this guy's a huge star, bro. Like, we just bring up Kai's
Wikipedia.
So we go on his Instagram, 400k followers. Bro, we go on to his YouTube channel. Kai channel. 1.3 million subscribers.
Wow.
And the guy gets views. 300k, 700k, 500k.
This could be exciting for the 125ers.
You look at his fights.
What?
2.3 mil.
Is he a kickboxer?
No, MMA.
No, but like, what is his style?
Oh, just an all-round MMA guy. 3 mil.
Great.
1.2 mil. 3 mil. Like, this guy is a huge star. Like, not many UFC fighters get pull this this level of viewership.
No.
And
that's a good point.
Look, if you look at his
There's Floyd
the
Mayweather.
crowd. Yeah, no, that's a different guy. He
Oh.
wasn't fighting this guy.
My bad.
If you look at this some of the crowds, it's going to be kind of hard to find, but the guy's a huge star, and I don't definitely don't. I don't think it's a coincidence that they signed him the same week as this Japanese guy fighting in the headliner, because these Japanese fans will be like, oh, he signed for the UFC. Who else do they have from Japan? Oh, there's a main event this weekend. Let's go watch it. Could spike the viewership and interest in this
I think
card.
that's the only way they're going to spike the viewership for this card. Like,
Get a
I'm
different
not saying that
market
this
in.
isn't going to be a great fight. Obviously, Alex Perez does like to put on a bit of a show, and
Two highly skilled guys.
yeah, Taira has shown that he is built.
He's game.
Yeah, he's built for this division. He's been doing quite well in his 6 UFC
Japanese.
fights. He's Japanese. Who do you think takes this out?
So I think Alex Perez is going to show his mettle, and I think we're probably going to see Alex Perez get this done by a later round finish. I think we're going to see a little bit of a fraud check, even though I was just going on about how this guy is pretty good. He's obviously only had 4 decisions in his career. Can't see any 5-round decisions, and I just don't think he's going to finish the very durable Alex Perez in a division where we don't see all that many finishes. Could be wrong, but I think Alex Perez is going to take this into the later rounds. Round 3 and 4, we might see Taira start to slow down, and I think we're going to see Alex Perez get a submission or a TKO.
I think Taira's going to take it by decision.
All right.
Yep.
Just go the opposite way. Fair enough. What makes you think that?
I don't know. I think from memory, watching this guy fight, he's got a lot of pace, doesn't he? Like a lot of flyweights do have.
Yeah, he's quick.
A lot of
Good
pace.
guy.
And I think, yeah, like you say, he doesn't have all that much 5-round experience that we know of, or that we've seen so far. Well,
None.
Haven't
He's had
seen
none.
any in the UFC.
None in his whole career.
Well, there you go. He's had no 5-round experience, but I just think he's got a lot more to lose. He's got an O on his record. He's trying to make his way through the rankings in a division that really does need a bit of a spice up. Oh, that's very loud. And that's what I'm going with. It's my gut, and I'm going to trust it.
Any green poos in that gut?
No, I haven't had licorice this week.
No, fair enough. Yeah, okay, fair enough. No, I could definitely see Taro getting a finish in like the earlier rounds. I could see it happening. I just don't think it is going to happen. And I think that the more experienced fighter will show the medal over 5 rounds.
Funny that we talked about licorice on Monday because I went back home over the hill, and then I went with my dad out to do my nana's shopping in Pegasus.
Nice.
And she got a whole lot of licorice.
Oh, really?
And she started feeding it to us after the fact.
Like hand feeding you?
No, not hand feeding me. I'm able to do it myself. But she brought out a big tray of licorice, and me and my dad polished it off. And I didn't even think about the fact that we talked about licorice earlier.
Did you have a green poo the next day?
No.
Didn't even look?
No, I didn't look.
Fair enough. Oh, that's good.
Shall we move on to the co-main?
The co-main. Ikram Aliskerov, the one that people know because of this little one on his record.
His loss to Khamzat
Chimaev. But in his own right, this guy is a very dangerous, very exciting opponent.
Is he ranked?
No.
He's on the fringes though, isn't he? Like he's been doing quite well lately.
He's a welterweight.
Middleweight.
Welterweight. Is he?
Yes.
I thought for some reason he was. Oh, this is at middleweight. I thought he fought his last fight at welterweight for some reason.
Okay.
I can't help but say Walter White now.
He's not ranked at middleweight.
No, not ranked.
Walter White.
These daggies, man, they get the layups, all the layups. Layups after layups after layups. They never fight anyone in the top 15. They just jump straight to the top 5 and go from there. Sick of it.
Okay.
Are you sick of it?
It doesn't really bother me. It's another market that the UFC are very obviously trying to tap into.
And just give them easy layups until they get to the belt.
It makes them a lot of money. Like that is where all the money in fighting is at the moment.
Yep. The Dagestani, the Muslim, a lot of Muslim fans.
Yeah.
The guy he's fighting is Antonio Trocoli.
And it's not it's just like another thing. Like it's not like they don't have the talent to fight these dudes in the top 5.
But it's just like they don't have to grind their way through the rankings usually. Yeah. You know, they usually just get like a few real easy fights and then they just jump to like number 3. Example, Corey Sandhagen with Umar Nurmagomedov.
Example, Gilbert Burns.
Islam. Gilbert, exactly. Like, these guys can do what they want. Khabib won the title fighting who? You remember who?
I have no idea.
He beat Al Iaquinta for the belt.
Oh, that's right.
That classic, that lightweight legend that he beat for the belt. Islam.
Who else?
Earning his title shot.
Tony was supposed to fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he got injured.
He tripped over
and then Perez
Fox News squad.
No. Yeah, he did. And then Holloway was supposed to fight after that, but they said that his weight cut was not looking good or something. But yeah, this Tricoli guy's on a bit of a run of his own.
It's his first fight in the UFC.
He fought Kenneth in the Dana White Contender Series.
It's his first fight in the UFC.
Yeah, back in, ready to go.
Like you say, it is a bit of a layup. Like this guy is on his UFC debut.
I mean, he looks like he's all right, but like 3 losses in a row. Not good.
And yeah.
Like
Jungle Fight.
And Jungle Fight. That great organization. Douglas Lima's brother, who's a welterweight. So
who's that guy again?
Yeah. Lost to some random guy.
Bilal Muhammad.
I don't even think he's a fighter. Bilal Snack Pack. Yeah, another layup. And it's like, okay, I get it. Maybe someone pulled out. I think someone did pull out. We should be able to see that. We go to the very bottom. He was supposed to be fighting Andre Muniz, which is a much, much better and more equal. So I guess it is a step in on last minute notice. Like we can give him some props for that. But I'm gonna go with Ikram. I'm gonna say he's gonna probably get this done, probably by submission in the first round.
Round 1, ground and pound.
A bit of GMP. Cheeky G&T.
Yep.
Some GMP.
Yep.
Antonio Trocoli, we're sorry, mate. We do want to see you get the win, even though you look really odd.
He's a beast.
He's huge, isn't he?
Yeah, he's
Jesus.
Looks like he hits chest pretty hard.
But then he doesn't have much strength.
And shoulders.
He's obviously not getting these fucking things, you know? Anyway, moving down the card, we have Timothy Kaumba versus Lucas Almeida. What do you think about this fight, Jackson?
Jelton's brother.
No. Definitely not. He got really bad genes. If it is his brother, he got the real bad genes.
Okay, two fights, Skid. Also coming out of Jungle Fight.
Yeah, it's a big promotion, mate.
Is it a Brazilian one?
It is, yeah. It's basically a feeder from the Brazil. From
the Brazil.
into the UFC.
The Brazil.
From the Brazil.
The United Brazil.
Fought some good people. But yeah, 2 in a row in the UFC. Did win 1 when he
Andre
joined.
Philly.
Funny how people like get into the UFC and then lose because it's
Not
the
funny.
best.
It's sad. It sucks, man. It's really unfortunate.
It does suck for them. He fights out of Team Kiyoshi, a featherweight, 33 years of age. Yeah, again, last 2 fights not looking so good here. Pat Sabatini and Andre Fili.
Who is
They're
Timothy
kind of people
Kwamba?
who you want to
8-2. Tidy Whitey. What is that nickname? Twilight Timmy.
It's a very American name.
Oh, fighting out of Extreme Couture.
Oh yeah.
Is this at lightweight or featherweight?
I don't know. Let's have a look. Featherweight. So he's going down. But like, yeah, he obviously lost his last fight by decision. And that was to Balaji Oki. Split decision, so it was very close. Fighting on Tough Enough 135. That great fight night card
like
that we all remember.
Oh, and he fought on Jorge Masvidal's go up a little bit. Jorge Masvidal's Icon Fighting Championship 6.
Wow. Crazy.
IFC.
Is that the bare knuckle? IFC?
I wonder what he's trying to imitate there.
Yeah.
The IFC.
Is this his bare knuckle one, or is this just
I think so.
A random thing? Weird.
I think his bare knuckle one is called like bare knuckle.
His bare knuckle bust up. I think Kwamba is going to get this done. Kwamba is going to get this done. I don't see any real path to victory here for Lucas Almeida. I think Timothy Kwamba is the bigger guy. He's the younger guy, the more athletic guy, the guy with
will he make weight?
More knockouts.
That's the next thing.
Will he make weight? Maybe not.
Couture is pretty good at getting their fighters.
They get them in shape.
Yeah,
they get them in shape.
They're turning
Lucas
into
Almeida,
quite a powerhouse of a gym.
They are actually, yeah. Again, like he's got some finishes. To be fair, he's never gone to decision in a win. So that's
about Almeida now.
Yeah, Lucas Almeida. But I think I'm going to go with Kwamba.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Next down the card, we've got Douglas Silva de Andrade.
Versus Miles Johns.
Jessica Andrade went back to her original gender. Yeah, Miles Johns. Yeah, weird.
2 last names.
The double last name, man.
I mean, obviously some people are called Miles, but I mean,
whatever you say.
Is it? No, I know a guy called Miles.
Do you?
He comes into our work sometimes.
Fair enough.
Shout out to Miles.
Well, I mean, shout out Miles. Cheers. Douglas is this is Andrade's dad. Jessica Andrade's dad.
Cool.
This is Jessica Andrade.
Where did he fight out of? Corinthians MMA.
He fights out of Jessica Andrade's
the Bruta fight team.
True. He's an old man, but he's still pretty active. Lost to Said Nurmagomedov. That's no
decision.
No bad news. Yeah, Cody Stamann.
Excuse me.
Beat Cody Stamann, bit of a one-on-one kind of fighter, but that's not bad.
Lost to Piotr Jan.
Been in the UFC for a long time. He's been in the UFC for a very long time.
He got a win over Cheeto Vera.
Yeah, mate.
Wow.
He lost to Piotr. How the fuck do we not know about this guy more?
I don't know.
Just shows that our memory is shot from all the shit we've done.
What shit?
Don't know, just whacking each other in the head.
This guy looks like a bantamweight Bobby Green.
Yeah.
If he did his beard the same.
Bobby Green mixed with Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson.
Yeah. Bobby Green and Mighty Mouse had a baby.
Demetrius Green.
Mighty King.
Yeah. Demetrius the Mighty King Green.
Mighty Bobby.
Mighty Bobby Brown.
Mini Bobby.
So he's 30 years of age. This is a pretty decent matchup, I think. Looks like a bit of a powerhouse. Although he's mainly going to
Slow
decision.
down. Oh.
What?
I saw a name and I thought they'd fought before, but they haven't.
They've fought. He's been in the UFC a decent chunk of time as well. No bad losses on his record. This is going to be a close one. I think I'm going to go with Miles Johns. I think he's the younger guy. I think he's probably got more to fight for.
I'm going to say the vet gets it done. And Gerard gets it done.
Is he a vet as well?
Pretty old. And he's got 34 fights.
Correct. Yeah. Great. Raul Rojas Jr. Chin. The last fight we will break down. Asu Almabayev against Jose Johnson. I've heard good things about this Asu Almabayev guy. Another
Zulfikar.
Kazakhstan, similar to
Dar Pro Team.
Rakhmanov.
Can you click on Dar Pro Team?
Sure.
Dar Bomb. Oh, I was hoping Shove
That's what you wanted to see.
I was hoping Shove Cut was on there.
Shove Cut fights out of Killcliff.
What?
Killcliff. That's the one with like Gilbert Burns. Ian Gary used to train there.
In Brazil?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. Killcliff MMA.
Ian Gary still trains there?
No longer. He trains with the...
Did he get kicked out of there as well?
I think it was just awkward or something. There's too many
people getting in there with this business.
Yeah. There's too many guys.
I hate it, man. I had to go to a gym and
look at this
run
gym.
a train up my way.
I had to leave. I had to get out of there. Look at this gym though. Gerald Mershartz, Ruthless Robbie Lawler, Brendan Allen, Derek Brunson, Anthony Johnson.
No longer.
Not anymore. Michael Chandler. Like, they've got a lot of people associated with this gym.
Michael Johnson.
Vincentent. I think Usman maybe used to train here as well. They've got a real deep group of guys who train there. I think it's a bit of an in and out kind of gym. They go deep into Layla. But this guy, Asu Almabayev, on a bit of a tear. Two wins in the UFC. Yeah, Odo Osborne is one of them. His only 2 losses were a very long time ago. Since then, he's been on an absolute tear up the rankings. 2 fights in the UFC. I'm going to say Asu Almabayev is going to get this done, and he's probably going to get it done via submission, and I don't think it's going to take him longer than a round. What are your thoughts, Mr. Billy Bob Brown?
Guy? 16-8. He's been in the UFC for a little bit. How many fights?
4 subs. He's lost by sub 4 times.
Yeah, that's not looking good, then, is it?
He's a younger guy, you know. He's
okay. So 2 fights in the UFC, 1 on the Contender Series.
I think we're going to see a bit of an annihilation here.
Yeah, I think so too.
These Americans ain't ready for those Kazakhstanis. But that's it, guys. That's it for the fight card. Was there anything you wanted to talk about with some news or anything like that?
Yeah,
Mr. Man, you take it away.
Logan Paul and Bradley Martin.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, having some. Oh, look, it's right there.
Oh, yeah. Why does that come up?
Don't know. Apparently had a secret little fight behind closed doors.
I heard about, yeah. Apparently they squashed the beef. I heard Logan handled him pretty well.
Yeah.
I mean,
who would have thought?
Logan's trains jiu-jitsu, trains boxing, is a college wrestler, I think, or high school.
WWE.
He's in the WWE, so he's obviously an insanely good athlete.
Yeah.
Like, just look at the guy. I mean, yeah, Bradley lifts weights and he's big and strong.
He may have done wrestling at some point, I think, as well. But
yeah, but not like to the level of what Logan has done. Like,
and the only people you see, like, I saw a video a while ago of Bradley Martin maybe wrestling. I think it was Bryce Hall.
Yeah, I saw that. Who's like 2 foot tall and fucking half a kg.
Yeah. Well, like half this guy's weight. He's just a bully. Like he sits in rooms with these like lightweight / bantamweight MMA fighters and just says that he could beat them in a fight based on like this
just his size
delusion of the fact that because I'm big, I can squash you.
He thinks he could beat Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson, which is the funniest thing. I want to see him fight DJ. That would
DJ,
be so
didn't
great.
DJ submit like
A heavyweight brown belt
Yeah.
in a jiu-jitsu competition. He
Yeah.
made it look pretty easy as well. Like, DJ would fuck you up big time. Like, he would take you down and slam you nonetheless. He would do anything he wanted to, Bradley.
So that was some news. I thought
Yeah.
that was funny.
And good on them for squashing the beef. And
Yeah.
good on Bradley because unless he's that delusional, surely he knew that Logan was going to be able to fuck him up. The guy, like, yeah, he's not had the best boxing career ever, but he trains boxing all the time.
Fought Floyd Mayweather.
He bought
I said he
Floyd.
fought.
I said he bought, accidentally. He bought Flayed. He bought Flayed Mayweather. Guys, it's getting late.
He bought Floyd Mayweather.
He bought Flayed Mayweather. He's still doing that awful practice. But Logan Paul, congratulations. You finally won a fight against someone your size. Both dickheads, though, to be fair.
Yeah.
I've unfollowed, like, I've been going through my Instagram and trying to unfollow all the just, like, the shitty hype, like, influencers and stuff that I just don't need to be following. I like Instagram for a bit of, like, MMA news or catching up with what my favorite fighters are up
I like
to.
watching the car crash.
Car crashes are good. People
And
dying.
the like horrific workplace
Yeah,
accidents.
people getting eaten by crocodiles.
Yeah,
and
that's
shit.
good.
That's
What
always
else?
horrible.
Do you know what's been coming up on my feed? Cartelgram.
Cartelgram.
Oh,
Nice.
now that is untapped.
You
my
also
friend.
follow that one guy, that aggressive Kiwi guy who's in a gang.
No, I don't follow any of them. It's just in
It
my
just comes
algorithm of people dropping drugs out of planes, and I love it. Like
Yeah,
just
that's cool.
flying
I've
through
seen some of that.
little
Yeah.
like mangrove areas and getting
on
chased
boats as
around
well.
by other people with helicopters and guns and stuff.
Yeah.
On boats, yeah.
Have you seen the ones where it's like the cops catching them and they're in like a submarine?
No, I skipped
They're-
past
they're
those.
pretty
ones.
cool.
Oh yeah, actually, I have seen that.
And they just like open up the submarine door and they're just like with like thousands of kilograms of cocaine.
Buying a submarine.
Yeah, I mean, think about how much money they have.
Yeah,
Like,
it's nuts.
so Bradley Martin has been importing illegal drugs into America. That's what
Anyway,
we're trying to say.
Jamahal Hill. Have you seen what he's been
Oh, yeah.
chatting on about?
The guy needs to calm the fuck down.
He needs to grow up, bro. Like talking about how Alex Pereira was disrespectful and shit like this. Like what, dude? You were like,
yeah, this was all calm.
yeah. The lead up to this fight was pretty back and forth, like and his celebration was not disrespectful.
No,
Like
it's a meme.
it was a meme.
And like, I think the guy who turned this sour was Jamahal when he brought the big chain to
Yeah.
the thing, and he was like, "I'm gonna squish you," blah blah, yelling at him. Alex is just like, "Okay, let's see how it is. If you want to go at me like this, I'll go at you after I win," and he did.
Dude, it's just, I honestly think,
Flatlined him.
I think Olberg's gonna go in there and do the same thing.
Yeah, I'm
Like
starting to think
Jamahal
that
Hill
too.
has his head in another place.
Yeah, and I really like Jamal. Honestly, well, I really like him. I think he's a bit delusional.
Yeah.
But I like the guy. I think he's funny. I loved his fights before this. You know.
Look, sure, Glover was the champ. Glover beat, what was it again? Oh, Young.
Lakovic.
In a very close fight.
Oh, he
Um,
dominated him.
Well, didn't he only like?
Nah, he fucked him up.
Oh.
He definitely won that fight.
Oh, sorry, I was thinking of the Yuri
Yuri,
fight. That
yeah.
was really close. Yeah. So, but like that division at the time was, you can't even say it was like even slightly top heavy. The people at the top were all so evenly matched because the bar was pretty damn low. And now we're seeing some decent
And let's
guys
not
come
forget that
through.
Glover was like 42
Yeah.
at that time.
Yeah.
Whereas,
And
you
what
know,
I'm saying, I'm not taking anything away from Glover's rise to the belt, but
no,
what I am
and
saying
Jamal as well. You know?
is he got there at the weakest point in the division's history,
Yes.
and Jamal followed just after that.
How old is he? So he's 44 now.
Yeah, and this was in
This was-
2021, I believe, that he won the belt, wasn't it?
2023.
No, when Glover won the belt.
Oh, when Glover won it.
Well, now we're looking at Jamal Hill's record. It's not going to help, is it?
But yeah, you're right.
But yeah, what I'm getting at is
2021. Yeah.
Jamal, like, won the belt in January of 2023 when against Glover, who was stepping in to fight for the belt as well, wasn't he? Like, he'd lost to Yuri.
Yeah. No, it was going to be a rematch with Yuri, but then Yuri tore his pectoral or his bicep, I think,
Right.
or his shoulder.
That's
his shoulder.
No,
So
it wasn't.
Jamahal stepped in.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
No, because
Yeah.
there was this fight, Blachowicz versus Ankalaev for the belt.
Yeah.
And then Dana got on the mic after the fight and said it's going to be Glover versus Jamal. That's how it happened.
I can't remember.
It
But
is.
maybe that was it.
That is how it happened.
Okay.
And then Jamal won.
And then he won.
And like, hats off to him. He did well.
He's holding his
but-
shoe in that photo. Don't know why.
He's got to shut up.
Yeah, he needs to calm down. He got beat fair and square. And look, Jamal, just like
In the scheme of
focus
things,
on
yeah.
Alberg. If you really want to get back to fight Alex again, focus on your next fight. Win that. Maybe win one more, and then we can see you fight him again. And if you really think you can beat him, focus this time. If that was the case, get back to a title shot. Just focus on that. Because he's trying to say he wasn't focused and he was put off.
Then that's his fault.
Exactly. You should get back
For
to
one-
the title shot.
for one-
You lost.
Don't kick someone in the groin. And 2,
Yeah. Just calm down.
calm down. And 3, never take your eye off the ball.
No.
Like, no matter what's going on. If you haven't been sent back to your corner because of a groin strike, then the fight is
Defend
still
yourself
going.
at all
Defend
times.
yourself, exactly. But no, that's not what happened. They even touched gloves.
Yeah, and then they reset and they started going, and he threw the punch first, and then Alex countered him. So, I don't know.
What are you talking about?
Delusional.
Sweet dreams?
Look, I think
You
we
need to
should
wake
rate
up.
this drink, and I know what I want to give it.
You want to put it to the top.
I know what I want to give it, but I
Okay.
want you to go first.
All right. I want to give this. What's at the top? What's it score?
That Monster Ripper.
Mmm.
It was good.
That was really
It
good.
was good.
I want to give this a 6.8.
I want to give it an 8.
An 8?
Yeah, this is much better than anything we've tried.
So that's a
So far.
7.4.
This is a 7.4.
Just nudging the Ripper off the top.
Just absolutely, just nudging the Ripper. I'm
Wow.
going to put it here.
Awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new leader in the title chase for the world's best drink.
7.4. I think that's deserved, honestly. I'm surprised that you gave it a 6.8. I thought you would have put it higher, but
Well,
this just takes me back to my childhood. You know?
Yeah. I just really liked that Ripper.
Was good. And you liked the passion fruit Mountain Dew as well.
I did.
Yeah.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen,
We've been
thank you for
Combat
watching.
Corner.
Like, comment, subscribe. Check out our shorter form content. Have a look at our tier list videos that come out every Friday. And if you don't feel like watching the full podcast, you can get it in broken down little extract versions
And shorts.
and shorts. Otherwise, we will see you every Tuesday and Thursday. Goodbye.